So happy to have you to join the happy storytelling hours. All right, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the book that we're going to share together. So before we go on, do you know each other? So may I introduce you a little bit to each other one by one? Okay. So I'm going to be the first one to introduce myself. My name is Amy. It's good to be here to share the happy hours with you. And the first one, Brian, whenever I said your name, would you please stand up to let everybody know you? Alright? Brian, raise your hand. Brian, stand up.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Okay, he is the handsome and a little bit shy Brian. Alright? Welcome you, Brian. Welcome. Sit down. And then Daniel, would you stand up a little bit and face to your audience? Stand up. 站起来. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Daniel, sit down,
Daniel.
please. It's your turn, Emma. You have a nice name. Emma, look at everybody. We're going to share a happy afternoon together. Hello, Emma.
Hello, Emma.
Please sit down. And then goes to Jenny. Jenny, please stand up. It's your turn. Wave to everybody. Okay, so she's a little bit shy too. Okay, you are Angela. Angela, stand up, please. Let everybody know you. Hi. And I can't read your name. Oh, Joanna. It's a very elegant name. Okay, say hi to Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Nice to meet you. And then goes to Apple. Apple, would you stand up? Hi. She's so cute. And Zara. Zara, would you stand up?
Zara.
Zara, nice to meet you. Zara.
Hello, Zara.
And he must be your little brother. What's his name? Would you introduce him to us?
他叫什么名字？
What's your Hong Jie. You are Hong Jie, right? Everybody say hi to Hong Jie.
Hi, 红姐。
And then, so excuse me, may I have your name? Carol. Oh, Carol. Nice to see you here.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Carol.
The pretty little girl beside you. What's your name? Hi, what's your name? Oh, her name is Jill. All right. So now, look at here. So this is the book that we're going to share together. The name of the book is What? For Granny. Okay. What means when you are surprised at something, something happened unexpectedly. You said what? 好，在中文我们就说什么 ？What? And cry, Granny. Cry means you scream, you shout very out loud. And then Granny, do you know who Granny is? Huh? You have a Granny? Yes, of course. So Granny is your father's mother. It's the mother of your father, right? Or the mother of your mother. We call her Granny. All right? Also, you can call her grandmother or grandmother. All right. So what? Granny. So this is a bedtime story. What is a bedtime story? Normally, before you go to bed, what would you do, Brian? What would you do before you go to bed? Would you request your mother, say, one more TV show, 10 minutes more computer games? Would you request that? You smile, probably yes. So,
Apple.
what do you normally do before you go to bed?
什么意思？
啊？
他说什么意思？
哦，你睡觉前通常都在会做什么呢？
点眼睛。
哦，
点眼睛哦。
还有呢？
用牙齿。
Oh, brush your teeth. Oh, that's a good habit. All right. All of you are good girls and boys. All right. So, this is a story about a boy named Patrick. This is his bedtime story. But this, there is a subtitle. There is a subtitle mean an almost bedtime story. Whenever we say almost, it's pretty much the same, but not exactly 100%. 100% the same bedtime story. It's almost a bedtime story. So let's see what is going on in this book. All right? Yes? Yes. All right. So let's go. Let's move on.
你可以举手问老师，如果你
Alright. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Patrick who was having his first sleepover at his granny's house. Okay. As the sun began to set, Granny said, "Patrick, dear boy, it will be dark soon. Time to get ready for bed." Because the granny is a little bit old, so her voice is quite it's kind of slow and a little bit shivering, shaking. Can you know that? 因为那个奶奶年纪有点大了，所以她讲话声音有点不一样，知道吗？好。Okay, so she said to Patrick, "Time to get ready for bed."
我听不懂。
哦，他说那个太阳下山了，天色已经慢慢的暗了，吃饱饭了，所以要做什么？ Right, time to get ready for bed. Okay, but so what's his name? What is the name of the little boy?
Patrick.
Patrick, right? But Patrick said, "I don't have a bed here." Remember, it was the first time that Patrick to spend overnight at his granny's house. So he doesn't have a bed at his granny's house. Right? Okay. So Granny said, "What?" Oh, cried Granny. She ran out to her backyard where some tall trees were growing. And she chopped one down. This is the tall tree, and she chopped one down. Okay? And then she carried it to her workroom, opened her toolbox, and made Patrick a fine bed. So this is the bed Granny made for Patrick. And then she painted it a restful shade of blue and put a comfy red mattress on it and took it to the bathroom. Alright? "There you are, dear boy," said Granny. "Now climb into bed, lay your head on the shoulder, and sail off to dreamland." "But Granny," said Patrick, I don't have a pillow here." So this is at Granny's house. Although Granny made a bed for Patrick, but he doesn't have a pillow here. What do you know what pillow is? Pillow. So that you can lay your head onto it to sleep. What is a pillow? A pillow? Pillow 是什么？枕头。对了 ，good. All right. And so Patrick said, "I don't have a pillow here." And then Granny said, "What? Cried Granny again." So she ran out to her hen house, woke up all the chickens, and collected a big batch of feathers. Feathers, do you know what feather is? Feather 是什么？鸡的什么？鸡有什么？羽毛的了。Okay. So she took them to her sewing room, where she made a bag out of cloth. Then she stuffed it with the feathers, sewed it up neatly, and gave it to Patrick. Okay. The story goes on. "There you are, dear boy," said Granny. "Now climb into bed. Lay your head on the pillow. Tuck the blanket under your chin, and I'll kiss you goodnight." "But Granny," said Patrick, "now do you know what Patrick is going to say to his granny?"
I don't have a blanket.
But Granny, I don't have a blanket here. Alright? Do you know what blanket is? Blanket 是什么 ？Blanket 是什么啊？huh?
电视。
No. Do you know what blanket is? Huh? When you sleep during at night, when you get cold? Right! Say it out loud to everybody. One more time. What is blanket in Chinese?
棉被。
Good, excellent. So now you know blanket is like this. Blanket 就是棉被。好。
你要不要坐前
Okay,
面？
so
带弟
here
弟
it
坐前
goes.
面好不好？
Granny said, "What?"
带弟弟坐前面。
cried Granny
这样他就看
even
得到图片。
louder. So she ran outside and headed for the hill. Ran all the way, very far, all the way to the hills. Headed to the hills where a flock of big fat sheep were snoozing. They were napping. Alright? And then she sheared off some of the wool and ran right back home. Sheared. Does anybody know sheared off? What does that mean? Sheared off some of the wool. Sheared. Sheared. What does that mean? How do we cut? Pretty close, but not.
那算一啊。
A flock of big fat sheep were sleeping. They were napping, but Granny wants to make a blanket for Patrick. So what does she need? Right. She needs some wool to make a blanket, right? Alright. So she tried to shear off some of the wool. Shear means you use the power scissors to cut down the wool from the sheep. Right. 它羊身上有什么？羊毛，你要怎么去剪？拿电剪去剪，对不对？拿电剪去剪，我们叫 sheared off some of the. So everybody show me how to shear off. How to shear off the wool from the sheep. How to shear? Shear off. Shear 是怎么样 ？Show me. So do you know how to shear? huh? 怎么剪？怎么剪羊毛？剪给我看。红姐，你会剪吗？剪羊毛。 Right, Brian. Look at Brian. Raise your hand so everybody can see you. Sheared. Everybody sheared. Okay, everybody shear. Jill, can you shear? Okay, you know that. Alright. Okay, she ran right back home. Granny ran right back home. And then she took the wool to her basement, spun it, into yarn and knitted a fuzzy, warm blanket and dye it the prettiest shade of twilight purple. Twilight purple, just like this. It's very romantic color, right? And then she carried it upstairs and spread it on the bed. Alright? Now, Patrick, dear boy, said Granny, climb into bed. And then what? Lay your head on the pillow. And then, okay, tuck the blanket under your chin. Chin, 下巴叫 chin. All right. And give your teddy bear a big hug and turn on the light. And Granny, the Patrick said, but Granny, I don't have a teddy bear here, right? Okay. I don't have a teddy bear here. All right. And what's the response from Granny? Can you imagine? 所以那个阿嬷说什么 ？Say it out loud. Do you know what Granny said? What? What? Okay. What? Cried Granny. Yeah. Right. This is teddy bear. Alright. So how Granny is going to make a teddy bear? Let's see. She grabbed her emergency sewing kit. This is a emergency sewing kit. There are some threads, scissors, needles. So she grabbed her emergency sewing kit, tore down the living room curtains, cut, sewed, and stuffed, and added button eyes and a red ribbon, and made a teddy bear for Patrick. So this is the big giant teddy bear Granny made for Patrick. Alright, now Granny is a little bit tired, exhausted. She was busy all night long. So now she's a little bit upset and angry a little bit. Now Patrick, cried Granny, climb into bed. And then what? Lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, and give your teddy bear a big hug, and go to sleep. Alright. But Granny. Right. But Granny, what is Patrick going to say? Do you know that? Do you know the answer, Brian? Huh? So what Patrick is going to request his grandma this time? Can you imagine? Everybody try to guess the answer. What is Patrick going to request his granny? Can you imagine? Give it a try. Give it a wild guess. Huh? 那个Patrick 在那个阿嬷家睡觉啊，没有床，阿嬷就做给他一个什么？床。How do you call 床 in English? Huh? Bed. Oh, bed. That's bed. Good. And what doesn't Patrick have at Granny's house for sleep? For sleeping? Huh? 那个Patrick 啊，没有什么东西是可以睡觉呢，在阿嬷家。床，还有呢？枕头。Oh, pillow. Great. What? Oh, and blankets. Yeah, you're right. And what else? And a big teddy bear. That's right. Excellent. Okay. So, what else? What else did Patrick need? What else? Beside those 4 items, what else did Patrick need? Jenny, do you have an answer? Do you have any ideas what Patrick is going to need to sleep over at Granny's house? Huh? Give it a wild guess. Anything. Use your imagination. Huh? Angela, do you have any idea? Apple. 当你睡觉的时候，你会需要什么？
棉被。
Oh, blanket. That's right. A ball? No. What do you need? Pillow. Yes, that's right. Oh, you need a ball to fall asleep. Okay, what kind of ball? Basketball? 哪一种球？ Any kind of ball. Oh, this is teddy bear. All right. So before we're going to know the answer from the book, probably we can reread one more time of the story. All right. So before we read the story for the second time, I need some of your help. So what is it? Oh, this is bed. Who likes bed first? The most. So I need some help. Okay, Apple. Right? So here. Okay, you can. Can you help to carry it? Carry the bed. Carry bed for us. So this is the pillow. Who likes the pillow? Okay, who likes to hold the pillow for me? Hello. Okay, Angela. Thank you. So what is it? This is the blanket. Who likes to? Okay. Okay. Brian, you hold the blanket for me. So the last one is the most. Okay. So who likes to hold the teddy bear for me? Who? This is the teddy bear. Okay. So whenever I say 1, 2, 3, and you raise your hand, let's see who raised the hand first. All right? So 举手，最快的人可以。哎，你已经有了。You already have a bed. All right. So put it down. All right. Raise your hand. Let's see who goes first. 1, 2, 4. Three. Did I say 4? No. Let's see who goes first. Okay, one more time. Put it down. Okay. Okay, this time we go very seriously. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he goes the fastest. All right, Daniel. Let's see. What do you have? If you have a car or a teddy bear, raise your hand so that everybody see you. Raise your hand to see what do you have. To see, raise your hand. Raise it to the air. Raise it in the air. So, okay, Angela, you have pillow. Put it down. And Apple, you have bed. Thank you. Put it down. And Daniel, you have teddy bear. And Brian, you have blanket. All right. Here's the rules. Whenever we're going to read the story one more time, whenever you hear the part of your prop, okay, the items you have, whenever we mention it in the story, you should speak it up for Patrick. All right. 等一下我们讲到你的角色的时候，你就要站起来说什么？Granny.
Here.
Yeah, you may say that now, but later, please stand up and say this and tell the lines for Patrick. All right. So here's your line, Apple. Here's your line. 你等一下站起来的时候，你就要说 ，But Granny, I don't have a bed here. Do you know that? Would you repeat after me? But Granny,没关系，没关系。But Granny, I don't have a bed here. Can you say that? 可以吗 But Granny,
But Granny,
I don't have a bed here.
I don't have a bed here.
Oh, okay. So whenever Apple later is going to say that, probably all of us can help her. All right? Okay. So Angela, Angela, you have a pillow. All right. So whenever we say that go to your pot, you should stand up and say what? But
Granny,
Granny,
I don't have a pillow here.
Alright, so what's your part? Brian? Brian?
But Granny,
What's your part?
but Granny,
The blanket. But Granny, I don't have a blanket here. Blanket. Here. Good. Okay, good job.
yeah.
Down, please. And here goes Daniel. Daniel, so you have the teddy bear, right? So your line goes to but Granny, I don't have a teddy bear here. Would you say that? Would you say that? Everybody repeat after me. But Granny, I don't have a teddy bear here. But
Granny, I don't have a teddy bear here.
Okay, excellent. So whenever Granny is going crazy and she said, "What?" cried Granny. So I need your help. I need everyone to help say the sentence, say the words. What? All right. Everybody shout out loud. What? Cried Granny. 1, 2, 3, go.
What?
Cried Granny. Okay, are you ready to go? So let's retell the story one more time. Are you ready? All right. So here's the story goes. Once upon a time, there was a boy named
Patrick.
who was having his first sleepover at his granny's house. As the sun began to set, Granny said, "Patrick, dear boy, it will be dark soon. Time to get ready for bed. Time to get ready for bed. Bed. Apple, stand up. Stand up. Alright. What's your line? What's your line? What
你要
should
说
you
什么
say?
But
Granny,
I don't have a bed here.
Good. Okay, you did a great job. Sit down. Yeah, here it goes. So everybody, you play Granny, alright? What would Granny say?
What?
Cried Granny. So she ran out to her yard where some tall trees were growing and chopped one down. Good. Okay, she carried the tree back into her workroom and opened her toolbox. Wow, let's see, what does she have in her toolbox, sorry. So she used the saw, she sawed the wood to cut it, and then she used the power drill to make some holes, and then she used the rulers to measure the size, and then she used the hammer and some nails to put everything together. So she made Patrick a fine bed. Alright? And then she painted the bed a restful. Oh, you're so cute. Would you be quiet a little bit, please? Okay? Story time. Okay, good boy. So what's your name again? Hongjie, right? Okay. Then she painted the bed into a restful shade of blue and put a comfy red mattress on it. Oh, the bed is very heavy. And then she carried it to the bedroom. Okay. There you are, dear boy, said Granny. Now, climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, and sail off to your dreamland. Lay your head on the pillow. Who has the pillow? Okay, stand up, please. Now, what you should say? What should you say? But
Granny.
oh, would you please say it a little bit louder to everybody so I can hear you? And we follow you, alright? So everybody repeat after her. But okay, we say it with her. We speak it with her.
But Granny, I don't have a pillow here.
Oh, that's bad. That's too bad. And then Granny cried out. What?
What?
Cried Granny. So she ran out to her hen house, woke up the chickens, and collected a big batch of feathers. She took the feathers to her sewing room where she made a bag out of cloth. Then she stuffed it with the feathers, sewed it up neatly, and gave it up to Patrick. Now, there you are, dear boy, said Granny. Now, climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket, here's your part. Tuck the blanket under your chin, and I'll kiss you goodnight. Alright? Here's your line. Stand up, please, Brian. Here's your part.
But
I don't have a blanket head.
Here, excellent.
Oh.
Say that again.
But Granny, I don't have a blanket here.
And then, what? Everybody say that with me together, alright?
What?
Cried Granny. Okay. So she ran outside and headed to the hills, and where a flock of bare-fed sheep were snoozing. They were napping. And she sheared off. Everybody shear the wolf.